All right, so let me. I don't even know where I'm gonna start. I guess the easy thing to start is with trying to what I said in the chat, trying to explain to the I don't want to say young man to the man John the history level of history. The reason why in the past it was a lot of black people they've made seem to be ignorant and do all this is because it was a narrative that the media wanted to push across, and its agenda that the media wanted to push. The media is not run by black people; it's owned by black people, and it's not majorly functioned by black people. But there is a narrative that they want to do to make black people look a certain way. Now, yes, you can watch the media every day and see black on black crime, but guess what? Black people are only like 13% of, or 13% of the United States. So there's the most crime doesn't come from black people; it comes from people of European descent. So hold on, so you have to understand that the reason why we only see black crime events over and over again because that's what they go to look for. I can go find white on white crime anywhere and continue to put it equally, and it could be the same way. So as far as traveling, it's the exact same thing. You know the reason why, and I don't consider myself a passport bro. I predate the name. I've been traveling since I was 18. I'm 30. I'm 38 now, about to be 39, and I've been on YouTube for I'm the longest person. I'm the longest travel. I'm the person who's been traveling on YouTube for the longest. There's nobody consistently that's been traveling more than me on YouTube. From anybody that you can feel, any genre, any race, any ethnicity, I'm the longest person. I've been on since 2009. So the whole thing I say about this is that when the reason why they dislike Passport Bros so much is because Passport Bros, even though it consists of people of all different ethnicities, Latin American, or Black, European, it's that it specifically sounds like a Black thing. And the fact that it sounds like a Black thing and it's Black people showing a different perspective of the world, a perspective that's never been told, it's going to always cause clash with the thing. And because it's
that's not true.
It's a new form of media.
It's true.
A new form of media because the people, the stuff that you're seeing on YouTube, the stuff that you're seeing on Instagram, the stuff that you're seeing on social media about travel from the perspective of people who are a minority, whether it's Black, whether it's Latin American, whether it's Indian or Asian, that is not the base principle. Because if you don't know, Europe and Europe basically colonized the whole world. European colonized the whole world. So that was, and European, and when people say white, I don't say white, I say European, because the reason why the whites try to separate themselves, white people to consider separate themselves white American from European, is because of the fact that when they left Europe, they came to the United States. In Europe, you could not gain power without being a noble, without being a part of the queen's family line. You had your bloodline determined power. So the only way to beat that is to come to the United States and create a whole new country, which you can have power based on how much money you have. That's why they separated themselves from the Europeans in the Queen in Britain. So again, when I say the perspective around the world is the European perspective of the world, this is why this is why you always see them consistently attacking people of a minority and Black, like I said, Latin American, who show a different perspective of the world, because this is not the perspective that history has. So that's why whenever you whenever you see somebody that is doing something like no offense, you see something like the J Rello thing, right? Everyone goes after him, but I don't see why the person go after him, because everybody learns at their own pace. I'm not forcing somebody to learn at a faster pace than I learn. So if for me to not brother because he's still learning is beneath me, because of the fact that I know history.
Okay, well that's great. That's great. Now you said a few things about, so what you got me by a couple years. I'm 36, so you got me by a couple years. But you and I, it sounds like we've been traveling pretty much around. We started traveling roughly around the same time. Roughly, I think you got me beat by a couple years. But I mean, what is the difference from when you first started traveling to the Passport Bros today? Do you really think these Passport Bros are going out there for history and all this other stuff, to go to a museum, to go to the beach?
I think everyone's story needs to be told, because we never had a chance to tell our story. Every story.
Okay, so
every angle.
Wait,
I
don't know about that.
I don't care if you're going out there just for the women. I don't care if you're going out there to get married. I don't care if you're going out there to make money and have property over there. Every story needs to be
Uh-huh.
told. For so long, Black people haven't been able to tell our perspective.